Just when fans thought the chemistry between William Chan and Zhao Lusi couldn't possibly ignite any bigger flames, the entertainment world has been rocked by news that has left everyone scrambling for answers. In what can only be described as a move that defies all logic and industry expectations, Zhao Lusi has publicly rejected a lucrative new drama collaboration with William Chan, and the reasons behind this stunning decision have absolutely nothing to do with declining interest in the beloved on-screen partners. Instead, what has emerged is a far more troubling narrative that points directly at tensions between the acclaimed actress and her own representation. How is this even possible after the phenomenal success of their latest project? What could possibly be so serious that it would force an actress at the height of her career to walk away from an opportunity that would cement her status as one of the most bankable stars in Asian entertainment? The revelations that have come pouring out in the aftermath of this announcement have sent shockwaves through the industry, leaving insiders whispering in hushed tones about contract disputes, creative control issues, and management decisions that reportedly left Zhao Lusi feeling completely undervalued and disrespected. Could this rejection actually signal the beginning of the end of one of the most profitable partnerships in contemporary Chinese and Asian television? The answer to that question might terrify her agency far more than anyone has publicly admitted. This is the story that everyone is talking about, and the details are far more scandalous than anyone could have predicted. When success turns into battlefield, understanding the impossible situation that put an actress in an impossible position, the irony of this entire situation cannot be overstated because just months ago, William Chan and Zhao Lusi's collaborative project titled Love Ambition was breaking viewership records, shattering social media engagement metrics, and creating the kind of cultural phenomenon that entertainment executives dream about. The chemistry between the two leads was undeniable, palpable, and absolutely electric in every single frame. Fans were transported, critics were impressed, and the numbers spoke for themselves with unprecedented ratings that demonstrated just how hungry audiences are for premium content featuring these two incredibly talented performers. Every network in Asia wanted a piece of this magic. Production companies were practically throwing themselves at the chance to work with either of them. The opportunity that came next seemed absolutely inevitable, another collaboration that would capitalize on the momentum they had built together. So when the new drama offer arrived on Zhao Lusi's desk, it must have seemed like the natural next step in what appeared to be a career trajectory that was soaring to absolutely unprecedented heights. The project was reportedly spectacular, the budget was massive, the creative team was world-class, and the potential for both critical and commercial success seemed absolutely guaranteed. This was not just another role. This was the kind of opportunity that defines careers and creates legacies. This was the project that could transform her into a household name across multiple continents. Except something went catastrophically wrong in the negotiations, something that revealed deep cracks in the foundation of what had appeared to be a perfect professional relationship. According to multiple entertainment insiders who have spoken anonymously to various entertainment news outlets, the breakdown in negotiations between Zhao Lusi and her agency became heated and contentious over a series of disagreements that went far beyond the typical contract discussions. The issues reportedly centered on how the actress was being represented, what her compensation should be relative to her current market value, and whether her agency was adequately protecting her interests and her creative vision. Sources suggest that after the massive success of Love Ambition, Zhao Lusi apparently felt she deserved greater autonomy in choosing her projects, better financial terms, and more say in how she was being positioned and marketed. Her agency, according to these same sources, disagreed vehemently, the breaking point nobody saw coming. Why would anyone turn down such a golden opportunity? What makes this situation even more dramatic is the apparent impasse that developed between the actress and her management team. According to various industry observers who have commented on the situation, Zhao Lusi came to feel that her agency was not respecting her input in career decisions, was not adequately leveraging her increased market value following the success of Love Ambition, and was potentially trying to push her into projects that did not align with her artistic vision or long-term career goals. The rejection of this particular drama opportunity reportedly served as a symbolic rejection of what Zhao Lusi perceived as an overly controlling and paternalistic management approach that did not account for her evolution as an artist and her transformation into one of the most sought-after talents in the entire industry. The question that has been plaguing industry observers and fans alike is deceptively simple but profoundly complex. Why would any actress in her right mind reject such an incredible opportunity? The answer, it appears, is that Zhao Lusi made the conscious decision that her principles and her agency's increasingly controversial management practices had become more important than any single project, no matter how lucrative or promising it might be. This suggests a level of confidence or perhaps desperation that indicates she believes her market value is so strong that she can afford to wait for opportunities that better align with her vision and values. It also suggests something far more troubling, that her relationship with her agency has deteriorated to such a degree that continuing to work under their representation feels untenable. Industry insiders have been remarkably forthcoming about the fact that Zhao Lusi's rejection of this project has shocked everyone because it defies conventional logic. In the entertainment industry, rejecting high-profile opportunities is typically career suicide, especially when you are working with a co-star who has proven chemistry with you, and whose on-screen presence is practically guaranteed to draw audiences. Yet Zhao Lusi apparently decided that principle superseded opportunity, that artistic integrity was more valuable than another line on her resume, and that standing up to her agency was worth the potential professional fallout. Was she right to do so? That is the question that will determine whether this story ends as a cautionary tale about destroying one's career, or as an inspiring tale of an artist reclaiming control of her destiny. The love ambition phenomenon. How did this project become so massive that its shadow still looms over everything? To truly understand the magnitude of what is happening here, one must first comprehend just how astronomically successful Love Ambition truly was, and how it fundamentally altered the landscape of Asian entertainment. The project was not merely successful, it was a tsunami of success that swept across multiple countries, reached audiences of staggering proportions, and created social media conversations that dominated trending topics for weeks. The on-screen relationship between William Chan and Zhao Lusi was analyzed, celebrated, and debated with an intensity that suggested these were not merely fictional characters but real people whose story somehow mattered on a deeply personal level to the billions of people who watched them unfold their romance across screens large and small. The viewership numbers were staggering. The engagement metrics were off the charts. The merchandise that spawned from the project flew off shelves with the kind of velocity that retailers rarely experience. Fan communities organized, coordinated, and sustained their enthusiasm in ways that marketing departments could only dream of engineering. Every episode felt like an event. Every cliffhanger felt like a personal attack on the audience. Every moment of intimacy between the two leads generated millions of reactions, comments, shares, and discussions across every social media platform that exists. This was not merely entertainment. This was a cultural moment that defined an entire season of television and created expectations for what Asian dramas could achieve in terms of both storytelling quality and audience engagement. What made Love Ambition particularly remarkable was that it seemed to defy the typical trajectory of entertainment projects. Usually, even successful shows experience declining viewership in their final episodes, as audiences begin to move on to other distractions. Love Ambition actually increased its viewership in its final episodes, suggesting that the project had created something that felt almost mandatory to experience. Critics praised the writing, the direction, the cinematography, and most importantly, the performances of both leads. Analysts were baffled by the consistency of the viewership numbers. Marketing experts studied how the show had achieved organic promotion through social media that any brand would pay millions to generate artificially. This was the kind of success that transforms careers, elevates networks, and creates a halo effect that attracts prestige projects and premium budgets. The agency problem. Why would success create conflict instead of harmony? The development that nobody anticipated was that this massive success would somehow create tension and conflict between Zhao Lusi and her agency rather than strengthening their partnership and creating better opportunities for collaborative prosperity. Typically, when a project becomes this successful, the agency benefits enormously through increased leverage, higher fees for future projects, and enhanced prestige that attracts premium clients and partners. Yet according to multiple sources within the industry, Zhao Lusi apparently felt that while her agency was reaping the benefits of her success, the actress herself was not receiving adequate compensation or recognition for her contribution to this phenomenon. She reportedly felt that her agency was taking an excessive cut of her earnings, was not accurately representing the magnitude of her market value to potential partners, and was making career decisions for her without adequately consulting her about her preferences and vision. This particular grievance appears to have been the spark that ignited a broader conflict that had perhaps been simmering beneath the surface for some time. Zhao Lusi's agency, like most talent management companies, likely operates with the assumption that they know what is best for their clients' careers, that they should make strategic decisions based on their professional expertise, and that the artist's role is essentially to execute their vision, rather than co-create it. This top-down approach to artist management is extremely common throughout the entertainment industry, but it is increasingly facing pushback from talented performers who feel empowered to question whether this model truly serves their best interests or whether it primarily serves the interests of the management company itself. Zhao Lusi apparently decided that after achieving massive success,